Guys, and welcome back to class. So you guys have been kind of lost on the whole EM spectrum and everything that we're supposed to be learning about. So you're learning about the electromagnetic spectrum and wavelength. So what's a spectrum? You guys should know this. We've gone over it. We don't have a lot of time for this whole unit. We don't have a lot of time for a lot of things right now because it is COVID, it is the whole shebang. However, it's why I have this YouTube channel so that you guys can go back and catch up on the things that you've missed. So for those of you who are currently following me and you are keeping up with me, great job. I appreciate it. This isn't for some kind of weird notoriety like someone was trying to say earlier. That's not what this is for. This is for you guys. That's why I make these videos. These videos, as you see, I don't have a lot of likes. I don't have a lot of comments. That's fine because it's meant for my students. With that being said, this week's assignment and topic kind of got you guys off kilter because I decided to switch things up and do things a little bit differently than some of your other teachers are doing. And that was to put you guys back onto teams. I like teams. I like using teams for you guys because it makes life easier for the both of us. So for those of you who are out in quarantine or you're just out sick, broken ankles and legs and everything else, and you're just out for whatever reason, you guys can come to this channel and you guys can have a place to read, to catch up, and to fix everything. So let me sit here and help you through what we're supposed to be doing. So we're going to pull up this. So this is our Nearpod, and I'm going to click live presentation, and I'm going to make a new one, launch a new one. It's going to give me a code. So there's the code. And it's not going to be happening when you guys do it. It's going to ask for permission. So I'm going to say teacher plays. I click continue. So this has a video that's 2.5 minutes long, but we're not going to watch it right now. We're going to click through it. So each one of these slides has something different on it. It's something that you really need to see it. You need to learn it. And I feel like having this up, going through it slowly, that one you really don't need to see, but this is more of information. It says, have you ever been asked the question, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? So I like questions like that. I like making you guys think. All right, so this is kind of fun. I liked playing with this because this says about everything you guys have asked me already. How do we know? How do we know this? How do we know that? How are astronauts able to see this? How are scientists able to sit there and pinpoint different galaxies? Well, right here. Everyone, X-ray vision specs are superhuman vision. The chromoscope, right there, chromoscope, lets you explore our galaxy, the Milky Way, in a distant universe in the range of the wavelength from gamma rays, the longest uh, radio waves. Okay, so we're going to click out of that. We're going to click. So if we grab this little slider bar and we pull them up and down, isn't that pretty? I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to start up here, gamma rays. Then I can zoom out, zoom in really close, and then do it again really close. And it pixelates, which to me is kind of fun. I didn't have this type of stuff when I was growing up, so you guys are very fortunate. You can't zoom out anymore, Miss Anderson. This is one of my favorite X-ray. My favorite one is the X-ray. And this is of our Milky Way, and you can grab it, and you pull it, and you look at it. This, because I am a Florida girl, this reminds me of the back swamp that I used to go fishing in all the time when we have catfish down in the bottom of the murky deep. Okay, so this here, does anybody remember from today's assignment that we call this space dust? And I referred to this as like handprints on a clean window. So you have a clean window, you can see the window, and then where someone would put their hands all over it, and you just can't see through that. And I love these different types of views. Okay, so we're going to click out of this one, and we're going to continue on. All right, so what happens when you move the slider up and down? It was kind of clear. When you grab this slider up and down, the colors change. That's was pretty much it. Now, this is important notes. If you didn't catch the notes the first time on the one piece of paper that we have, which would be under this one. So let's zoom in a little bit on this one. Let's get this mousey to work. Here we go. So the word up here is same, and then you fill in these 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is same, and then this goes with that. So it's space, gas, and liquid from fastest to slowest. All right, so leave that there for just a few seconds. It says it is an energy wave, how we get energy from the sun. And these waves can move through empty space or a medium, water, glass, or air. So we just said that. So I just said empty space is like a dirty window. Wave travels at the same speed, there it is, the same speed through the empty space, vacuum, from the fastest, which is space, to the slowest, which is a solid. If you guys remember when we did solid, liquid, and gas moved all over the place, it was free. Liquid was kind of like in one spot but could move, and a solid was a dense piece of cake. All right, what are some characteristics on the electromagnetic wave? So what's some characteristics there? Now this is what it looks like, and this gives me an option to draw on it. And it says here, the diagram shows the entire spectrum of the electromagnetic waves. The scale at the bottom, this one here, indicates representation of objects that are equivalent to the wavelength scale. The atmospheric optical determines, this is so small, I'm sorry, I can't read it, determines what radiation reaches the Earth's surface. So I'm going to take my draw tool. So this is our scale right here. So what can be seen, make this go away, what can be seen with your human eyeballs? Visible rays right there. So this is what you see. So it's the size of a fingernail, size of a pinhead, bacteria, viruses. You see how small these are getting when you go here, from here, all of that, ultraviolet, x-rays, and gammas, they get tinier and tinier. And it goes from a fingernail to the size of a human to the size of Mount Everest when we talk about infrared and radio, because look how big those waves get. These are big waves, and then you got little tiny waves. All right, it says watch the video, probably not, it says all devices. So we're not going to watch this video as we've already watched it in class. However, if you do want to watch it again, please let me know, and I will have this code changed to a student-paced code. All right, so there's a quiz on here. I can't share with you the quiz because that would be cheating. But here is the next part of your notes. And it says the blank there. Let's see, let's pull it up. So if we see right here, this blank is wavelength, and this one here is frequency. Frequency is the number of waves that pass in 1 second. That's a frequency. So this one here is wavelength. And see how it says wavelength? It actually has the answer right there. So a crest, a trough. So this is called a crest, which is the top, and this is a trough, which is the bottom. So top, bottom, crest or crown, trough. Think of like a pig trough. Okay. You're right. List the waves from shortest to greatest. Now you guys had another one of those papers. Do I have him up already? Let's see if I can go in here and open up. I think this might be it. Nope, that is not definitely it. Hold on, guys. Give me just a second. Nope. We're wrong again. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. All right, so there's a listing from the shortest to the greatest that you guys need to know, but you don't need to memorize it. There's another one that's gonna come on. This one here. This video here is a really good video. It's about 5 minutes long as well. And there's another quiz. There's a lot of quizzes in this, so you guys need to understand. It says we use a stethoscope and an EM technology to determine the composition of the stars. So check, see it. We use the EM spectrum waves to find objects we cannot see. Question, we can tell what type of object it is by the EM waves. Now here's a picture of a radio. We use radio waves to communicate with satellites in deep space. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It says not all EM waves look the same. Mark down on the surface where Earth is, assuming that's where Earth is. Look closely and you can you name the wavelength to make its way down? So you're supposed to use this little tool and you're supposed to draw with this tool, mark it up. Okay, super easy. And then most EM spectrum waves are either absorbed or blocked by our atmosphere. Only visible light, some UV, and some radio waves will reach the Earth's surface. The ozone layer in the stratosphere absorbs most of the UV radiation. And there's this one. That's a great face. And then what are the different types of telescopes that scientists used? Well, it's in this video, so you got to kind of make sure you watch that video. But I think we've said it like a bunch of times. And then this page here, there it goes. Fill in the blanks. So the blank, there's like a whole sentence that you guys have to fill it in. Whoops, don't want to do that one. So I want you guys to know that it's going to be okie dokie, all right? So I need you guys to stay kind of chill. So that was the first assignment that we did the past 2 days. Our next assignment we are going to be doing is tomorrow, and we will be doing that fun little thing that certain people like called quizzes. And when we start our quizzes tomorrow, it will have a whole bunch of stuff, okay? As you see, you can't see the answers, so ha ha ha. You have 30 seconds to answer each one, 60 seconds for this one. EM waves travel blank through. It says cannot, never can. So yes, I love this so very much. So you will have a quiz tomorrow, and it is 14 questions long. And you will have your Nearpod, this fun little thingamajigger. So you'll do quizzes tomorrow, and then you have a question tomorrow. If you guys need anything at any time, just send me an email, okay? Other than that, you guys enjoy your weekend, and I will see you.